been an incredible reception. Clearly, the narrative of this event is first and foremost that we're doing things differently and that we have adapted the operation of this event to suit the model of how we're living today. You know, for 7 months, music fans have not had the opportunity to consume this live experience. And we've all gone through the phases of watching the acoustic living room shows online and then the more advanced production shows online. But the real thing, live music in person, there's no digital replacement for that. And so as we've contemplated for 6 months, how will we get back into it? What will be a safe and appropriate way to get back into it? And where can that be done in a way that that live experience will be able to translate, even given the fact that we need to be wearing face masks, that we need to be distanced from most of the people around us, and that just like everything else in life right now, things are different. So the reaction that we've gotten from the presentation of this concert series and all of the steps that we've taken to make it a safe place to come and experience live music, the reaction that we've gotten from folks that are fans of these bands. We have a lot of Atlanta and Georgia talent on the lineup this weekend. And there's no better place than the heartbeat of downtown Atlanta, Centennial Olympic Park, to gather music fans again and begin to present live experiences and music in a new, safe way. We're very excited about the response, and we think that those that are here this weekend are going to experience something very different, but also very exciting, and they're going to leave with a little bit of satisfaction that they got to have live music in their lives this weekend. Well, the getting people on board has been a 7-month conversation that has been gradual. We've all been living in a way that we can only really act on what we know today. The idea of anticipating the future has been futile, right? We can only really act on what we know today. So we've been adjusting. We've been having the conversation about what we know today for quite some time. As the summer has progressed and restrictions have relaxed and more science has been revealed to tell us what is effective in how we operate, it's begun to form the picture of how we may actually be able to do this live and in person. And so, you know, the hard work was determining the right, like I said, the right time and the place. The physical production of the event is really fascinating. We have the burden is that we have so much space and such few people in it compared to what we're all used to in a live experience. So Centennial Olympic Park with 2,500 other people is going to feel very different than the 25,000 person festival you may have attended a year ago. But it's, you know, this size of an audience will allow us to be very thoughtful and meticulous in how we're executing the health safety plan. It gives us an opportunity to really engage with the individuals that are here and make sure that everybody is on the same page of it takes a village. We all need to be doing our part in order for this to be successful. And with the smaller audience that we'll have for the 3 shows this weekend, it'll give us all an opportunity to see how humans can come together to do the right thing in order to get something that they really need in their lives. There was a day on social media that photos of a festival or of an event in the UK it met all of us, right? And we looked at those bike rack and we looked at those risers built up in the field, and that was an inspiring moment. That was, wow, could you imagine that that's what it's going to take for us to gather again? And what seemed like a sort of far-fetched and overreaching idea eventually became the reality of, yeah, that's how we're going to do this. Of course, there are successful models in the drive-in concert business lately, and other people are doing much more socially distanced but less structured kind of community events. But in our view, and what we called upon the Georgia World Congress Center to think about with us, is that there is no replacement for an environment of human beings. And in order to do this safely and in the spirit of consuming the music, we wanted to get rid of all those cars from the picture and get off of the asphalt in the parking lots, and really bring the live experience back to the park the way that we all knew it last year. A fundamental of the event, aside from the health safety, which was paramount, has been to support local. We are everyone in live music today is likely without a job, certainly without the job that they had before the pandemic. There's just a great deal of struggle involved in the live music industry. And to produce this event for us meant that we had to engage local businesses, Georgia artists, people that we could impact their lives directly by working with them. No doubt it's taking a sacrifice by everyone involved in order to make this work within the economic budgets and the program that we've built. And so when we focused on our local talent, we knew we needed to represent multiple genres, and we knew we needed to have anchors that are notable people that are supporters of Atlanta and the culture and the community that this town holds. And Big Boi is someone with whom we've worked in this park on very big scale with the Outcast reunion years ago. And he's been a part of other music festivals that we've produced. And he was just an obvious choice as an ambassador of Atlanta, as an ambassador of getting back on stage and recognizing the change that we're all having to experience and doing things differently and doing it the right way. And we couldn't have been more excited that they picked up the phone and said, absolutely, this is the kind of event we want to be involved in.
State entity, so we are governed by Governor Kemp, and so we have the authority, we are an authority, and we have the ability, you know, within, they trust that we use our best judgment, and we, you know, have a long relationship with rivals. So we didn't have to ask those questions. We just have to make sure we follow all the protocols, and we are on that every 15 days, every time the executive order comes out. And we had great conversations with Josh at the beginning about that. So for us, we just had to make sure that we cross the T's and dot the I's that we normally do on our campus whenever we do an event. And that's why I was there this morning. We actually were having a security review and a safety review based on the new executive order. You know, walking the space, as Josh said, it's going to feel a lot different having 2,500 or 3,000 people there when we're normally used to, you know, 10 times that amount. And, you know, helping concert goers understand that the experience is going to be different. It's going to be fabulous, but it's going to be different. And, you know, normally we're all up in the front, you know, most of us, you know, in the mosh pit, you know, dancing around and hugging and all that. And, you know, maybe we can't do that anymore, but this is a gradual return to what we hope will be life as we used to know it. And so if we can bring folks back and experience music, maybe they're going to do that a few feet apart, and we have to support that for, you know, to follow the rules. We don't need anybody to get sick, just to have a little fun, and we don't want that. So we're going to be out there in full force, making sure that we support the event so that nobody has anything to worry about except enjoing the evening.
Yeah, we couldn't be more excited to be here in Centennial Olympic Park. We want everyone to go to the website, bignightoutATL.com, take a look at the health safety narrative that we're providing, understand that we are as focused on that as we are producing a music event, and consider coming out of your quarantine, leaving your bubble, and coming out and giving this a try. We have tickets available for all 3 nights. There are pods of 4 and 6 people involved, and we've just released some 2 and 3 person pods for all 3 nights. They're going fast. We hope the Atlanta community will come out and support some live music downtown.
Yeah, just come, be outside, enjoy, and have all that goes with it on this beautiful fall weekend.